and welcome to the Jewish Heritage Celebration of 2022. We are finally back with gratitude to God Almighty. Shechianu v'kimanu v'gianu lazman hazeh. My name is Ezra Friedlander, and I have the greatest honor of introducing our MC and chairman, and I've been waiting 3 years to say this, Greg Rosenbaum.
This is the 17th year that Jewish American Heritage Month has been declared by presidential proclamation pursuant to legislation that passed the United States Senate and House unanimously in 2006. It is, as Ezra just mentioned, the first time in 3 years that we've been able to gather together in person, and I am thrilled that all of you have been able to join us.
Since COVID, this is the largest group that I've seen assembled on Capitol Hill. It probably is the largest group, period. The Tzedek Association, led by Rabbi Margareddin, stands for protecting and saving lives. This is what inspires them to work on improving our criminal justice system, and it's also what inspires them to work on other humanitarian causes. Presented to Rabbi Moshe Margareddin, honoring your contribution to the Jewish American experience, Jewish American Heritage Month, United States Congress, Washington, D.C., May 17th, 2022.
I accept this award on behalf of the entire team at the Tzedek Association for their incredible work in Ukraine. We have now rescued and fed more than 2,700 people in Ukraine. It is a great honor for me to work with our friends here in Congress, and I pray that we continue to accomplish great things together. Thank you again for this incredible honor. Thank you.
Because American Jews and people of all faiths have dedicated their lives to fighting for justice in our local communities and in our great country.
I tell you, I don't know of a person who has done more to fight not just anti-Semitism, but the rise of hate in the United States and around the world than Abe Foxman. Mr. Charney, what you've done for diplomacy. Look, diplomacy's the answer. But today we pause to recognize the leadership of the Chief Rabbi, honoring your contribution to the American Jewish experience, the Jewish American Heritage Month, United States Congress, Washington, D.C. Yasher Koach, congratulations.
Yasher Koach, and Bizrat Hashem, next year we will see a nation with less hate and more love. Thank you.
Thank you to Greg. All of you know him, and you know how much he has done to celebrate and preserve Jewish heritage. Thank you, Greg Rosenbaum.
Through her numerous philanthropic efforts, Silly does important work to promote education, conflict resolution, and peace. And Silly, as I was reading a little bit more about your work, what I was struck by is how you work across disciplines, in the areas of diplomacy to be sure, but in the areas of medicine and in the arts also.
Nobody is free unless everybody is free, and the Jewish people understand that.
Reading the background of our honorees, I was so struck by what they have done. Abraham Foxman leading the Anti-Defamation League for decades. Zelie Charney setting up the Charney Resolution Center for Peace and Negotiation Diplomacy, and students from around the world.
And in our home district in Queens, every month is Jewish American Heritage Month.
American heritage is American heritage.
We're stronger today because of the Jewish people, for the world that they have and continue to make their presence felt wherever they have gone.
What all of you are working for and what all these recipients have stood for.
Ezra, thank you for helping, and Greg, thank you for helping to lead this celebration each and every year.
When I came to Congress, the first thing I did, and when I moved offices now 2 times, the first thing I do is put a mezuzah on my door.
What 4 fantastic role models for all of us. And I will say I'm very impressed. I'll be a little immodest for a second. I'm the only person in the history of the United States to have been a mayor, governor, U.S. senator, and chairman of one of the national parties. But I never got my face on a candy bar. I have never had my face on a candy bar.
They said it is now clear to us that America stands unequivocally with Israel. We want to be friends with America, therefore, we will be friends with Israel.
There is nobody who's been more passionate, more outspoken, who has knocked on every door, called the epitome of persistence, just doing everything he can, everything he could to make this world a better place, to get people to listen to him, to bring people together, and to fight against global anti-Semitism. And as a point of personal pride, Abe Foxman, who I'm going to give the word to, you know, Mazel Tov, congratulations, Abe. It is my honor and privilege to present you this award. Abe.
It is a real zechut. It is a real merit. It is a true honor for me to call to the podium at long last Abe Foxman.
I have been privileged to be part of the American Jewish community imperative of never again. I will share with you my Ani Ma'amin, my what I believe. I believe America is great now. I believe America has the capacity to be a more tolerant, fair, and just country. I believe in truth, and I believe that truth can undo prejudice. I believe in the power of good people. I believe America can lead the world to be a better place, a fairer and more just universe. I believe in the Jewish people, in Jewish tradition, in Zionism, in the state of Israel. I believe people are born free of hate or prejudice. They have to be taught to hate. Therefore, they are capable of unlearning hate. I believe words make a difference. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Words can kill, and words can heal. Good words can stop hate. They can prevent pain and save lives. I believe we can change people's minds and hearts. Thank you, America. Thank you, the American Jewish community.
Acknowledge Brock Pierce, our co-chair today, for his extraordinary friendship to the Jewish community. Thank you, Brock. Appreciate it.
American Jewry was always there to support American democracy and enhance the notion of American exceptionalism, conflict resolution, and peacemaking were always on top of their agenda. No surprise that my late husband actively supported President Jimmy Carter's effort to make peace between Israel and Egypt in the late 70s. I am committed to continuing this rich legacy of educating future generations about the need to exercise diplomacy first and to aspire to resolve what many look like an unsolvable conflict.
I want to thank Alex Yakovlev, who has been my co-chair for this event. Bobby Rechdiz of the Jerusalem Conference, who will co-chair this afternoon's panel on the Abraham Accords. And I just want to add my thanks to Brock Pierce, who Ezra did not mention, is one of the world's leading authorities on cryptocurrency. And now I'm sure that I got him in trouble because everybody's going to come up to him afterward to ask for advice.
As the victims of anti-Semitism, we need to understand why we are who we are. And that is something which is unfortunately diminishing in our generation, and it's something we have to counter as much as we have to counter anti-Semitism itself.
I would like to thank Angela of Senator Tillis's office, right standing in the back.
Heather. It's been 3 years, and he never stopped working hard to make sure that this event could happen. So thank you, Ezra. Thank you. Senator Cardin said almost everything there is to say about the rabbi. What he did not say is that while his flock is currently 65,000 worshipers, he actually has a much larger following with his weekly radio show on Talkline Communications. You can all tune in.
Wednesday night.
You all we have the honor of hearing him in person, but we can continue to listen to him on Wednesday nights. Thank you very much.
ברשות הרבנים, honorees, today is 3,334 years from the day that the first bread from heaven came in the desert, the 16th day of Iyar. He came every day and then disappeared. And the question is why? So the rabbi says, because we have to learn how to say thank you on a daily basis. And in the vocation, I would like to thank God to give us the opportunity to be together after so long time, missing each other. And I would like to thank all the honorees and what they're doing and will do for the community.